Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today with great remorse. 2 weeks ago, U.S. Sergeant Nicole G., a Marine from Roseville, California, was tragically killed in action during the August 26 bombing at the Kabul International Airport in Afghanistan. As a physician of 30 years, I have written hundreds of letters to families whose loved ones have passed away. The letters that I wrote to Sergeant G's family were amongst the hardest I have ever written. She gave her life in service and sacrifice to our nation alongside 12 other Marines and Army men and servicemen, our beloved U.S. service members, all of whom we remember fondly with admiration, appreciation, and with a deep and humble respect. Just a few days prior, Sergeant G commented upon her life as a Marine, and she said, "I love my job." Prior to her mission in Afghanistan, Sergeant G had been a maintenance technician assigned to Combat Logistics Battalion 24 of the 24th MU, the Marine Expeditionary Unit. Her unit was based out of the Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, in my district. I know I can speak for everyone in Eastern North Carolina and the Camp Lejeune community in offering our most sincere condolences to Sergeant G's husband, fellow Marine Gerard G., as well as her family and loved ones during this extremely difficult time. Sergeant G's bravery, empathy, patriotism, and unwavering commitment to others will never be forgotten. Her willingness to put herself in harm's way to protect her country and the cause of freedom is the most selfless act one can commit, and words are not enough to convey our district's sadness and our gratitude. As a female Marine, Sergeant G represented one of the fewer, one of the prouder. Women make up less than 10% of the Marine Corps, but these women carry the same flag, fight the same fight, and bleed the same red blood as their brothers on the battlefield. Sergeant Nicole G's selflessness reminds us of the many sacrifices our women in uniform make for our country every day. We will never forget her sacrifice or the sacrifices of her brothers and sisters in arms. Importantly, she will always be remembered for her compassion and grace. Most Americans have seen this iconic photo of Sergeant G cradling and comforting an Afghan child at the Kabul airport. This image is just a snapshot of her outstanding commitment to others as her loved ones and fellow Marines remember Nicole as an outstanding person who always had a positive attitude and never failed to put a smile on everyone's face. Her dear friend, Marine Sergeant Mallory Harrison, recently took to social media to say, "I find peace knowing that she left this world doing what she loved. She was a Marine's Marine. She cared about people, she loved fiercely, and she was a light in this very dark world." One infant Marine who served in Afghanistan with her, Rowdy Woods, wrote, "Nicole loved what she was doing. What she was doing out here, and she knew the risks. She did it anyway because she is and forever will be one badass Marine." For 2 weeks, residents and visitors in Onslow County have been paying their respects to Sergeant G and her 12 fallen comrades outside of Camp Lejeune. Thank you to all the military families and other community members for adorning the gates of Camp Lejeune with flowers, meaningful signs, and combat boots. The outpouring of love and support that I have seen in the 3rd District is a true testament to the epic legacy that Sergeant G and all of our other lost U.S. servicemen now leave behind. It is an honor to represent the Marines in my district. They represent the very best amongst our steadfast patriots, risking everything to preserve life and liberty for our great nation. Their commitment is unmatched. I again extend my sincere condolences to Sergeant G's family, her friends, her fellow Marines, and others who were touched by her wonderful life and valiant service. There is a true void in her absence. Sergeant G will be missed, but her sacrifice will never be forgotten. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield back.